Hello guys and girls and welcome to the introduction of RRF1 Friday Race Night GP2 Division, first running here today. So, we're here, it begins in Australia, the track that's been part of the F1 circus for over 20 years, which is insane when you think about it. It's a really good track. In fact, no, it's not that. It's a lovely track. But yes, guys, RRF1, this is where it all begins. This, my friends, we are going to have a hell of a season from something that was picked up from not long before Christmas. And already we have transformed into this amazing group of people. And he would join just before, well, just after we stopped qualifying. Oh dear, why is Pos retired? Oh, of course, yeah, they're all skipping Q1. Never mind, it's all good. We're good in the house, it's fine. I was briefly worried there for a second, but we are good, so don't worry about it. I say shout outs to the other admins of this group. We've got Pete, who deserves all the shout outs and praise possible, because he's the one who's is the right word orchestrated? Yeah, I think he's orchestrated all of this. So save that. There we go. And of course we got the energetic Posglad, who is, as always, the legend himself that never has a dull moment. Today we have 13 drivers. It might only show 12 there, but we have got 13. We're missing Whiffy Winner, who unfortunately just missed the qualifying session, which is unfortunate, but there we go. We are just waiting for Tomster, Scotty, Ferrari and Kajas to retire from session so we can get on with Q2. Once they get on with it, that would be really nice because, of course, you guys want to see people running around, not just staring and listening to the guy on the tannoy who, to be quite frank, I can't understand a single word he is saying. It is just one of them things, but there we go. I'll just wait for LaFerrari. Now Tomster. Tomster, if you will, please retire from the session. Tomster. There we go. What a lad. He's retired. Right now, guys. So, out of Q1 is nobody. We have King Chris, the Livid Possum, Posglad, Dragoon, Gethin, PTR, Forrester, HRE, Tomster, Scotty, LaFerrari, and Kajas. I'm not gonna call him Akajas like I used to back in the day. Haha. Anyway. Fair enough. I get that. Q2 is about to begin. I have no idea what the weather is going to be like, guys. It could be a mess. It could be sunny. It could be a boring, typical Australian weekend where it's just nice and sunny. You have all the little critters running around and whatnot. Now, Q2. Of course, don't forget, this is the session where whatever you do your qualifying lap on, you are starting on them tyres. So it's going to be interesting to see who does what. At the minute, there we go. I was going to say, at the minute, everyone looks like they're going to be on the ultra soft tyres. But, as you can see, PTR in the pink line there, in P7 at the minute, is on the soft tyres. That's the hardest ones, actually. So he's gone all out. LaFerrari, I love it. Forrester's also gone with the harder tyre. We've got Tomster, who's coming out of the pits. Not quite sure who. Is it a Toro? I think it's Dragoon. Yep, Dragoon is the first car out on track, so we will join him, and it is a Ferrari of LaFerrari who is second, so at least I've got my top two cars coming through. So, here we go. Let's join Dragoon when the camera finally catches up. There we go. That's nice. I was unfortunate to miss the GP3 race last night. Apparently it was an absolute storming cracker of a Grand Prix where only 5 finished, so it was kind of like the Australian Grand Prix from yesteryear, where you'd begin and a load of cars would retire, as it was not a formality for the first race of the season. There we go, I've got cinematics once again. Everyone looks like they're out at the minute. Me personally, I don't like going out until around about the 7-minute mark, so that way the track's had time to rubber in. Of course, the track's purely green. It's had no one race on it at the minute, which, to be fair, is one of them things. You know, you've just got to get used to it. And it's Dragoon who's the first one to lay down rubber. So I expect him to turn up the gear and get on with it. And as I say that, his back end kind of steps out a little bit. So maybe he just did that and I timed it perfectly. Or he just made a mistake. Either way. Of course, I'm on my own tonight, so I will try and do what I can, when I can, and if I can. Here we go, the first lap. Oh, we've got a living opossum who's already retired from the session. That's not good. Trying to see if there's anywhere he's gone. It's not showing it. It's unfortunate, but there we go. These things happen. Dragoon, look at that lovely helmet in the Toro Rosso car. Of course, don't forget, I personally think over the last 2 years, that Toro Rosso has been the most beautifulest looking car on the grid. It's just a lovely colour scheme, and I hope it stays for many years because it is amazing. I haven't found a team yet that have rivaled it. I sort of like Red Bull's actual, like the what do they call it, the Mac or whatever colour scheme. But anyway, this is the important part. Can Dragoon get this right without losing the back end or cutting the corner? It looked fine. The entrance looked fine. The exit looked fine. The speed looked okay. Probably could have gone a little bit faster, but obviously I'm riding on board. I'm not actually in there, so I don't really know what he's doing. But here we go. So there we go. He rounds the final corner. Got to remember to jump to LaFerrari, who's qualifying on the super soft tyres at the minute. Dragoon round the final corner. He's the first man to set a time in GP2, and we have he does a 122.1. There we go. Got the Ferraris coming around the corner. Can he beat it? Looks nice. Down the main straight we go. We've got Haas behind him, and he goes second. Is there a Haas anywhere? Haas! Forrester. No, that's a Sauber. Never mind, I missed it. It's it's PTR. PTR's in the Haas. Or was he in the Force India? No, I thought so. I hope he hasn't retired on track. We have got a yellow flag somewhere. Oh, that's a McLaren looking very out of shape there. Kajas suffering a bit of lag by the looks of it. Have to keep an eye on that. Oh, he's lost it! And there we go. He's out of qualifying. Sorry. Anyway, Tomster going really slow down the straight for some reason, perhaps letting someone through. We have got King Chris there. Pos is around there. Not quite sure if he's on a quick lap. Looks like he is. Gethin is there. Yeah, so we'll jump on board with Gethin, see what he can do. Gethin has been quite consistent in pre-season. He's looked good. He's looked consistent, so I hope he can do anything. But that didn't look like it was really attacking, so I'm not expecting a lap here from Gethin. Is it a lap? No, it's not. Posglad. What can he do? The man... Oh, Dragoon goes fastest yet again, but he's done 2 laps on them Ultra Softs. He's going to have to use another set and beat that, because he's in trouble, in my opinion, at the minute. Pos low on fuel, as you can see, rounds the final corner. DRS open. What lap time can he do? He goes across, and it's second place. 22.6 on the softs. Only person that's beaten him at the minute is Dragoon, who's done 2 laps on the Ultra Soft tyres. Not good for Dragoon. That is perfect for Pos at the minute. We have King Chris still out on track. Jump on board with him. Yellow flag in sector 3. Seen anything so far. There we go. Are they teammates? Oh, they're teammates! That's brilliant! I forgot those 2 were teammates. And it's a 22.651. 2 Hasses literally separate by 0.02 of a second. But I have just noticed the only difference is King Chris is on a set of Ultra Soft. So Pos, what a lap! HRE looks like he's stuck behind another car at the minute. Who is on a quick lap at the minute? Looks like Scotty could be. Nope, he's letting through the Ferrari. It's fine, he's perfectly in his right to do so. Gethin, that's who I want. He's not set a lap time yet. Round the final corner he goes. Got 12 viewers, guys. Thank you for watching. Do drop a follow if you like what you see so far. Gethin, does he move up? He does, but only to 8th. It's a 126.5. He needs to go faster. To be fair, actually, you know what? No, they don't. Because we've already got Kajas and Opossum out of the session. And that means that everyone's through to Q3. Bit of lag in the lobby with a couple of cars at the minute. I'm noticing that. Oh, that's horrible lag from Gethin. Yeesh. Who else is on a quick lap? HRE. It's quite nice. Is he going to pit? Yes, he does. Makes sense. About the Red Bull, PTR's retired from session. Like I say, there's no need. I may have an issue here if no one else goes out. I mean, to be fair, if you have the tyres, why not do a heavy fuel run on hard tyres just to see what it's going to be like? You know, give us some on-track entertainment. There we go, King Chris once again. Didn't improve. I wouldn't expect to improve, to be honest, because once the Ultrasofts is giving you best, that's it. They're just going to degrade and degrade and degrade quite quickly because they're the Ultrasoft. It's what they do. Anyone else on a lap time at the minute? We've got LaFerrari still around. Love the helmet. Like Kimi Räikkönen. And Gethin has gone second. But he's done 3 laps on them tyres. And you know what? Actually, I've just realised. Okay, Pauls has done a 22.6 on the soft tyres, which is the hardest compound that they have brought to this track. He's only 6 tenths behind the guy who's set the fastest time on the Ultrasofts. That is amazing! And at the minute, top 3 is separated by 6 tenths of a second, and it goes Ultrasoft, Super Soft, and Soft. This is brilliant. Who was I on board with? Say King Chris, and then I'll jump to LaFerrari. He could be on a lap as well. King Chris, who's quite a legend in these parts in the online racing world. Has been doing it for a very long time. Been out the game for quite a while as well, so it'll be interesting to see if he still has it. That's right. I am putting him to the test. Does he still have it at the minute? He's on the pace of Pos. Looking forward to seeing what he can do. I'm also looking forward to seeing what PTR can do. He's obviously out the session in a minute because there's absolutely no point in wasting tyres. So, guys, what are you doing? Gethin, get in the pits. You're wasting your tyres. You should only... I mean, I can understand doing 2 laps if you feel like you got your first flying lap wrong, but 3 laps? That is risky in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. What do I know? I'm just sat here. So LaFerrari round that dreaded faster, is it? Yeah, it's left, right, and the amount of times I've dropped it on exit through there on this game is ridiculous. Got 12 viewers and I'm on car 12, so there we go. No changes yet in the positions at the minute, and like I said, there shouldn't really be any need to. Everyone's through. So it says Scotty is about to go. No, he didn't improve. But they're on new tyres. 2 Red Bulls running line astern. It's an interesting tactic from these guys. LaFerrari goes third on a 22.3. Hello, big airy jock. Sorry I weren't there last night, mate, but welcome to the stream. Welcome to GP2. Honestly, I've only had spaghetti bolognese and a couple of glasses of wine. I'm fine, honest. Anyway, who else is out on track? Oh, Pos, what are you doing? Why have you equipped a set of super softs? Don't go out. Don't go out. You are doing awesome. HRE down the final corner. Can he improve on his lap time for 123.3? He's on ultra softs. He could do. He goes across the line. Does he? No. No, he doesn't. That's fine. We've got Scotty. What can he do on his super softs that haven't done a lap yet? I love that the 2 Red Bulls are running line astern. I mean, of course, the guys got to pick their teammates, didn't they? So, of course, tactics. They know what they're doing. They know what strategies they want to run and how to test each other. Of course, some of these guys we've been racing with for quite a while. Cross line, Scotty goes. He moves to 4th. And Tomster right behind him. The 2 Red Bulls separated by 1.5 tenths. Great lap time there. Fans will be happy with that. Right, LaFerrari, will you please pit and get off them tyres? You're doing 3 laps on them. They're wasted. Just unless, because obviously, guys, I will hold my hands up here for a second. Okay, just bear with me. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. So for all I know, it could be raining at the start of the Australian Grand Prix on Sunday, and I don't know whether that's the case. So they're just burning their tyres, and if that's the case, so be it. Go for it. Let's have a look. 2 Red Bulls look like they have backed off. Got Pos on the quicker tyre than he was last time. He didn't set lap time. We'll jump up, stay on board with him. Oh, yellow flag in sector 1. I hope and no one's retired on track. That is a big no-no. It's not allowed. Nope. It's the Sauber of Forrester letting everyone through. He's on his outlap at the minute, or minute, or whatever you want to say. Car 84, the yellow helmet. Oh, I see. He's got rid of the famous orange helmet at last. It didn't really bring him much luck, if I'm honest. So probably a good thing. Now, can he pick up the toe of this Ferrari in front of him? If he can, it will probably give him at least an extra 10th. Thompson's retired from session. Looks like it's been done in the pits, so I will let him be. No rain. Okay, thank you for ruining that for me, Scotty. I was loving living in the not know. I liked not knowing, and you've just ruined it for me. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Anyway, oh no, what's the Ferrari doing? He's held up Pos dramatically there. He's going to be absolutely fuming. Pos improves though. He goes to 22-0. Great lap time there from the former ESR GP2 champion. Or was it GP1 champion back then? And then F1 GP2. Yeah, that was the one. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter about old leagues. It's a brand new league. Brand new start, fresh start, and Pos looks like he's quickest in Q2. So that's probably going to be the only time that's happening this season. Ha! Anyway, let's get professional again. See who's furthest round the lap. Looks like HRE at the minute. Then I think we're going to jump on board with Forrester. HRE car 22, Jenson Button's old number before he retired in Formula 1. I can understand why a lot of people will pick that number. Me personally, I went for 89. Why? Because my gamer tag is RRF1 Dragoon has retired from session. Has he done that on track? There's no yellow flag, so I'm going to let him off with that one. Unless any of you guys can help me. There we go, HRE round the final corner. At the minute, oh, that's using all the curb. Goes round the corner, and he does. Well, he's done 5 laps on these tyres. What are you doing, son? Get in the pits. You're starting on them things. You're going to be pitting by the end of lap 1. Forrester, here he goes. And Forrester goes quickest with a 1:29.9. Oh, it's game on between 2 former foes who have a lot of history racing against each other. I, for one, am looking forward to this. You have no idea. Right, so HRE, again, doesn't look like he's going quick enough, so we'll jump on board with King Chris. Yeah, sure, man, do it. I don't mind Big Hairy Jock. If you've got ways you can share the stream, it's RRF1 Oh, I just got what you meant, Benny Blue Moon. Oh, you know he's a Red fan. How dare you? King Chris there looked like he was quite close to the wall, actually. Oh, the Ferrari! Oh. Here we go. King Chris, he's only on 2 lap olds ultra softs. He can improve. There's nothing stopping him. Yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. He pits. Yellow flag in sector 2. Why is there a yellow flag in sector 2? That's probably for Pos slowing right down. Let's say he's got no reason to push, and he knows that he's starting the race on them tyres now, so he's kind of forced himself into that strategy, really. Foolish boy. We've got HRE coming into the pits. King Chris in the pits. LaFerrari in the pits. Gethin in the pits. Posglad towing round. They'll be quite happy, I reckon, with that lap. It was a nice lap. Forrester, though, looks like he's on an even quicker lap, so if he's looking to burn out them tyres, go ahead, mate. But you've got the fastest lap time. There's no need to go any faster. Cheers, Clutchy, mate. I hope you're well. Nope, Clutchy Forrester has slowed right down, so that's fine. He's heard me. That's fine. You know, it's the old Murray Walker thing where you used to think like drivers used to hear him. Well, commentators curse, isn't it? And they're just like, oh, hang on. I'm not going to do that. There we go. I am not going to curse anyone in this race because I am tired of stuff like that happening and the commentator getting the blame for it. We do a modest job, I tell you. Yeah, Pos doing the smart thing, going across the line. It just takes too long with the cinematics to... no, it is the animations to get yourself in the pits. So Pos goes across the line. There he goes. Do. There we go. It did actually look like Benny was pushing at one point. It did look like he was pushing at one point, so I was wondering. So there you go. The guys out of the session are the guys that crashed. Kajas in the McLaren and the Livid Opossum in the Williams. So unfortunately, McLaren and Williams at the back once again. Kind of getting used to that now, really. So it's no big surprise, really. But the interesting thing, Dragoon. Ultra soft tyres, but he's done quite a few laps on them. HRE, you did over 5 laps on his ultra soft, so he is going to be in danger. Pete, though, on the soft tyres, he's going to be starting on that. It's going to be interesting to see how he's going to be. I mean, if he doesn't get any damage in the first lap, first couple of laps or whatever, then he's looking really good. Because of course he then goes on to a quicker tyre when he pits. But he's got to stay out of trouble, and it's Australia. It's a street track. Staying out of trouble is kind of difficult. Right, let's get my boxes back up again. There we go. So this is going to be a straight shootout for pole. Everyone on ultra soft tyres, I imagine. Who is going to be the first one to jump out on track? It looks like a Mercedes of Gethin. So there he goes. Gethin driving down the pits. In the car. I should have driven it last night. But the internet wasn't paid for. Underwear. Oh well, it's always next week. Oh, clearly you're not biased. So Geffen is going to be the first, and then we've got PTO, I can't see, Forrester, I can't see, so I can't see anyone yet. At least I can see Gethin. The man with the purple helmet, warming up his tyres. Car 36. Red 36. That's one way of warming your tyres up. Bloody hell. Lucky not to flat spot them. Cheers, John, for the share. If you want to share it in any other form, you have my permission to go ahead. That's not the Twitch, please. There we go. Now this is going to be decided on out and out pace, basically. So I'm really looking forward to this. This is how you know who's got the pace. But it doesn't matter who's got the pace. It's all about who looks after the tyres better, who can stay out of trouble, And, more importantly, who is consistent. Basically, I'm going to jump on board after Geffen with anyone who... Force India, so it looks like it's PTR, I believe. Yes, it is. So it's PTR. Then it's Forrester. No, it's not. Yeah, it is Forrester. So the top 3 guys who complete a lap in qualifying 3 are right behind each other. So that's all right, isn't it? Yeah. Yellow flag in Sector 2. Maybe someone cut a corner and slowed right down. Yep, PTR slowed right down. He's probably got a corner cutting warning, which is unfortunate, but these things can happen, especially when you run strict rules like we do. It's just, it's a bitch. There's nothing you can do. Tell you what, Geffen's looking pretty quick. Those big, massive lockups, though. I'd like to see, even if it's just a visual effect, I like to see it. It's something I've been waiting for in an F1 game for so long, and he's got way wider off the track. Oh, that's not what you need. That is not what you need, Geffen, so you're going to have to go around again. Unfortunate. He'll set the first lap time of Q3. It is a 1:23.0. Let's join on board with Forrester, who's coming down the line with a new fastest lap of a 21.5. That is quite good, actually. Ah, Red Bull. There we go. We've got Dragoon, 1:21.4. Oh, he's on fire. Here we go now. The Red Bull charging down towards the start-finish line. What lap time can he get? I'm looking there. It looks like a mid-22. No, it's a low 22. It's 3rd place for Tomster at the minute. His teammate coming down as well, Scotty. Where does he go? He goes into 3rd, a 1:21.8. 3 tenths separating this time. King Chris, 22.0. Interesting. Oh, there we go. I was about to get off that. LaFerrari coming down the straight. Where does he go? Goes 4th of 1:21.9. HRE's there. We'll jump on board with Posglad, who rounds the final corner. Will he be happy with his lap? He goes second, 1:21.415. 1,000th of a second separates Dragoon and Posglad. You cannot. Well, you can get closer. It's just very difficult to do it. What was it? I think it was Japan 97 that proves otherwise. Or was it Japan or URF? Can't remember. One or the other. It proves the way you had 1st, 2nd, and 3rd all within. Well, they all did the same lap time. Let's have a look. HRE in the pits. Geffen's in the pits. HRE's there. He's not done a lap time yet, so I'll stay on board with this guy. Looking to pick up Poz's slipstream. I get to do this on a regular basis, but considering how my shift patterns are at work at the minute, we'll see. Oh, he's lost it. Did the lap time get cancelled? I'm not quite sure. He was lucky not to spin it into the wall, though. That corner could catch so many people out. It's ridiculous. Well, he hasn't saved up battery charge, so I'm guessing not. Oh no, he's decided to abandon the lap anyway. Doesn't matter, it's fine. Who else is on a lap? Let's have a look. Everyone in the pits. You've got King Chris there. PTR is about to start his fast lap. Yeah, he's not running yet, so we'll jump on board with King Chris as he looks to do his next lap in Q3. Although I'd imagine, considering he's already done 2 laps on these tyres, that he'll be pitting because they're surely not going to offer him any more pace now. But this is someone who has no idea how to look after their tyres anyway. So, there we go. Oh, that looks smooth. Maybe just on the edge of a corner cut. We know how this game can be. Nicely done there by King Chris, I will say, though. It looked smooth. It looked fast. It looked a bit on edge. That's what we like to see. The Crazy Syrup Guy. Hi, and welcome to GP2 Friday night race night here at RRF1. Join on board with PTR. Hopefully no corner cuts this time for this lovely young man who has become a father recently, and it is amazing to see. It's just absolutely adorable picture actually of him and his kid, and it's really nice to see, so I want to say a big congratulations to you, man. And again, I will say thank you for basically putting your ass into 5th gear and getting this off and running, basically, which is what you did. Anyway, we want to see what lap time you're going to do. Where are you going to be on the leaderboard? He rounds that final corner, and then it's a short sprint down to the start-finish line. That looked nice and smooth. He didn't go wide or anything, so he's got enough speed. Where does he end up, though? He ends up in 5th with a 1:21.869. Nice lap time, if I'm honest. So far, I would say that, considering the top 8 are separated by 0.7 of a second, it's pretty close out there. Thompson round the final corner. Is he on a quick lap? He could be. No, he's not. Now he is. Have a look where Gethin is. Gethin's there. Scotty is about to begin his quick lap. So we'll jump on board with Gethin, who looks like he's furthest around the lap so far. So there we go. Looks quite nice enough. Didn't look like he cut it or anything, so nicely done. They say that, and he puts a wheel on the grass, but that's fine. It wouldn't have harmed him in any way, shape or form. Again, the big lockups there from Gethin. Tyres will not like that. They will hate you for it. But this time he doesn't go wide, so I'm expecting a much better lap here from Gethin. Probably within the 1:21.6, I reckon. That is my estimate. What is he going to get? A 21.4, 1.7. Oh my God! The top 3 are separated by 0.003 of a second. How close is that? Brilliant. On board with Tomster. There we go. And he rounds that final corner. Car 19 in the Red Bull, powers down towards straight. What can he do? Can he improve his lap time for 1:22.1? Can he get in the 1:21s? Yes, he can. He moves into 5th with 1:21.7. His teammate 10th behind him at the minute. Will he improve? Got 2.5 minutes left of this session. Pos is out. Got other cars out on track. I'm probably going to jump to LaFerrari next. Here we go. Scotty across the line, and he jumps in front of his teammate by a 10th. The 2 Red Bulls here looking very, very matched. And to be fair, when your teammate's a Red Bull, that's kind of what you want to see. That's what I want to see anyway. Not quite sure he's pushing that much. Got Scotty, who could be pushing, but looks like he's harvesting. You're harvesting, so we'll jump on board with LaFerrari, like I said I would. Around the final corner as he goes. Will he improve on his lap time of 1:21.9? So basically now 6/10 separated the top 9. This is insane. Here he goes. And does he improve? He does! He goes to 4th of a 1:21.5. Oh, this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. This, my friends, is what you call a qualifying shootout. Okay, so Paul's Glad looks like he's the next one to set a lap time in about 1.5 minutes time. So, who looks like they're about to do a qualifying lap time? To be honest, no one. So I am going to have to jump on board with Pos. Let's jump on board for his lap. We'll actually ride on board with Pos now as he goes towards turn 3. Gets the car in very nicely. Slightly wider than he probably would have liked. There we go. Got power down nice and early. Looks nice and stable so far. That brain back. It steps out ever so slightly. He's gone off. He's gone off. Oh dear. That's his qualifying done. That's for sure. Oh dearie me. What else happens when you ride on board with somebody? You give them the airtime, and that's what they do, and that's how they say thank you. So disappointed, very disappointed. Yellow flag in sector 3. Let's jump back on there. Jump aboard PTR. Does he improve? Nope, but he's about to do a lap time. So here we go. PTR. We're right on board with you now. And he cuts the first corner, so never mind. He looked like he cut the first corner, but he's still pushing. I'm quite sure. Who cares? Stay on cinematic. I like the cinematic camera. It's my favourite. Right, yellow flags in sector 2 and 3. Tomster has retired on track. He knows not to do that. Oh, no, sorry. I take that back. I take that back. It was Scotty who was around that area. I just saw a Red Bull going very slowly and then it said retired, so I do. Oh! And Scotty, 5-place grid penalty collision with HRE. Oh, dearie me. Interest. Dragoon! Fastest! 21.1! Controversy, though, in qualifying. HRE smashes into Scotty. Scotty has a 5-place grid penalty now. That is going to be unfortunate for him. King Chris doesn't improve on his lap time, but he'll be happy with that. Scotty will just go across the line and finish that. Anyone else on a lap at the minute? We've got Paul, so will be very happy with second place. Probably disappointed that Paul was just out of his reach, but Dragoon did what he had to do. He went back out and he improved massively. Just got these guys that are sort of just bumping each other along. But there we go, that's fine. This is what we do here. They're like a big, massive one. Sorry, Scotty, mate. We're already into this. There's no way we can restart this now, mate. I do apologise. Not quite sure what happened. I just flicked off you as I saw the incident, so I didn't quite see it. I do apologise in advance. But it will be dealt with, so don't worry. I mean, it's messed your race and strategy up, but we will deal with it later on. So just keep a cool head, man, and we'll keep going. But we need to make sure that everyone knows not to ready up. Everyone should know. I think Geffen would know. HRE should know. HRE, if you are listening, do not ready up. We have about a 5-minute break now here, guys, or at least we should do, where everyone can have like a toilet break and whatnot. So, considering I'm on my own, I can't really do that, can I? Because I need to keep you guys entertained. It's fine. I'll be fine. Oh, that's an empty wine. Ooh, I wonder if she left any drink. Sorry, guys, I'm just wondering if my missus left any drink. Did she? It was a fool's hope. Right, so now I can keep an eye, waiting for players and see if anyone readies up unnecessarily. That is where my focus will lie. Interesting. Poor Scotty just has no luck in league racing. Everything seems to happen to him. It really does. It's just one of those unfortunate incidents that, like I said, will be dealt with at a later date. Got Gethin, HRE, Tomster, PTR, Livid Opossum, Whiffy Winner, who will now, of course, guys, Whiffy Winner missed qualifying by probably about 30 seconds. Fortunately, he was on his way back from work, and he just missed it as we readied up. So it's unfortunate. He will be starting at the back, but that means we've got an extra racer in this lobby, guys. So it's always a good thing having more racers, isn't it? Ha! Taking it all in. One thing I am going to do, guys, bear with me, is put the chain on the door. I want to feel safe in my own home. There we go. I'm safe. I'm protected by a chain on the door. I'm all protected now, which is all good. So there we go. It was literally, it was just one of the moments. I saw it. I literally saw the Ferrari, like, sideways, and as I flicked off to jump on board with someone who's on a quick lap, and I blame the TV directors. They're just horrible. They're just horrible. They miss all the good bits. They really do. It's just unfortunate. Thompson, you have no pace. You're about 6th or 7th, mate. You're looking really good. You're looking on course, providing you stay out of trouble, to score some really good points. And like I say, there's only 3 cars that are outside the points at the minute. So even if you do have a shocker and you go off on the first lap and lose a front wing and you have to spend the rest of the race catching up, it's Australia. Accidents are going to happen. You've got to keep your head down and just keep pushing. You know what? That goes out to everyone. Okay, especially in tracks like this. Whiffy Winner has readied up. Why has he readied up? Oh, no. I want to see the chat. I want to see the chat. So here we go, guys. Hopefully, everyone. Tyres. There we go. So I want to see. So you've got Dragoon on pole in the Toro Rosso. Posglad in the Haas. You've got Gethin, who's lagging a little bit. Livid Opossum. Been disqualified from the session already. Forrester, it's just the formation lap, it's not the actual race. Forrester in the Sauber. Now, Gethin is lagging quite bad, guys, so if anyone's in contact with him, just let him know that he is lagging quite a bit. If it gets too much, he needs to be told to pull over. I don't want anyone's race ruined, but due to a lagger. LaFerrari in the Ferrari, of course. Tomster in the Red Bull. He would be partnered by his teammate, but unfortunately was given a 5-place grid drop due to an infringement in qualifying. I forgot to remain professional here, even if he was an innocent bystander. PTR in the Pink Force India, looking very lovely in pink. King Chris in the Haas. I was expecting to be a little further up, but he probably knows what he's doing, so there we go. HRE in the Ferrari. A man who was at the centre of the controversy in qualifying. Looked like he was just on a quick lap, but did not see the slow Red Bull and slammed straight into the back of him. That is just what I'm going off from what I've seen so far. Could be wrong. Who knows? Kajas in the McLaren. In the papaya orange McLaren. It's alright. It's a nice looking car. Could do with a few more sponsors, but, you know, McLaren a bit short on sponsors at the minute. We've got Scotty there in the Red Bull, will be fuming. And then Whiffy Winner, who's just allowed him back through. Oh, Scotty. That's not what we wanted to see. Alright, so here we go. I've got to try and keep an eye on everyone now as they go towards turn 1. Gonna jump on board with the Red Bull of Tomster. He's the one man who's in the middle of all this, so we want to see what exactly is going on. Ladies and gentlemen, you have my prayers. You have the beginnings to Season 1 at GP2, Friday night race night live here in Australia. RRF1 GP2 season is on the way. Now, that was a long light. There we go, all running towards turn 1. Looks like Forrester's already challenging on Pulse on the inside. Let's have a look. Kept fine. Oh, there's a bit of incident already. Oh dear, there's already accidents everywhere. There's a Red Bull round. It looks like it's Scotty once again. Scotty has retired from the session. He's out. Oh, dearie me. So he's there. Oh, and the Williams has touched King Chris. The Mercedes of Geffen is round. I thought Geffen would be a few instants already, but I didn't expect it to be this well. Right, let's get back on board. Posglad dropped down to third, so Forrester did jump him. That was a bit of a messy start. I didn't quite manage to catch everything, but I had to try. King Chris moves back in front of Tomster. Nice move there down the inside. Gets it very nicely done. HRE 3 attempts behind the McLaren of Kajas. Kajas, really good start actually. Continuous outside the top 10. Well done, Kajas. Can you keep the form going? Here we go now. The Ferrari looking to line them up. Looks like Kajas round. Well, they're on the inside. Oh my God! I really thought they were going to collide then. Oh dearie me. That looked a lot closer than it was. Scotty has left the session. I do apologise. Here we go. Let's have a look at the gaps. Looks like Whiffy winner trying to line up the McLaren. Dragoon already 1.4 seconds ahead on the Ultrasoft, but those Ultrasofts are going to wear off very, very quickly. And the guys in second and third and fourth will know this. PTR, good start, up into fifth. Oh, Whiffy winner goes off, and Tomster has got a 5-second stop-go penalty for speeding in the pit lane. This is a disastrous start for Red Bull, but guys, you just need to keep going, you really do. Let's have a look, see what's going on now. Further down the field, Pos, or 6 tenths behind Forrester at the minute. Top 5 all in one shot. Just about. Anyway, PTR looking very nice in 5th on the hardest compounder tyre. If he can just remain competitive lap time wise and just keep up with these guys, he will look very, very strong later on. King Chris already 3 attempts behind the livid opossum. He runs slightly wide, kicks up a bit of dirt. That Williams is looking very skittish. I will say that now. Of course, the guy who is around from these parts, of course not this part in particular, but the general continent, he's there. He's racing at home. He wants to put on a show for his fans. Can we all hear for King Chris? Can he do it here today? HRE, to be fair, despite the controversies in qualifying, he started about 9th, 10th. He's in 6th, so he's had a very good start. Let's actually have a look and see if it will tell me who's moved up what places. Position change, there we go. So the winner at the minute is Livid Opossum, who's moved up 4 places. That's what, nicely done. Alright, looks like Pos just keeping that gap at the minute to Forrester to 6 tenths. The gap, the fight at the minute looks like it's either going to be between King Chris and Livid Opossum or Pos and Forrester. I can't quite tell yet. But until the gap changes, we'll jump on board with Pos now, who's still looking to hunt down the Sauber, who jumped him off the line. He'll be probably slightly frustrated that his start wasn't as good as he'd hoped, but it was a nice move by Forrester down into the first corner. He did what he had to do. He's got a bit of fresh air now, and of course it works in his favour because he's the first guy on the super softs. And of course we all know that Dragoon is at least doing a 2-stop here because he's on the ultras. He's going to be pitting around about lap 7 due to the amount of laps he did in qualifying. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but there we go. Let's have a look. Oh, Kajas right behind Possum now. Oh, I've missed something. Something's gone on there. Kajas has suddenly got in front. But here we go. So, and we've got a nice free-car battle between Possum, Kajas, and King Chris. I'll just stay on board with Kajas, who's in the middle of all this. And of course, he'll want to... Oh, back end stepping out there for Kajas, putting the power down a bit too early. Lucky enough, he didn't spear straight into the wall like Schumacher did in 2006. We really need a drink. Possum 3-second time penalty. First guy, apart from the penalty that Tomster got for speeding in the pit lane. But there we go, Kajas going down the inside of... Oh, no, that's not down the inside. That was King Chris making a move on Kajas. How did that happen? I'm confused! I didn't even see him! Okay, so Whiffy winner. Looks like he's catching up to Kajas at the minute. Whiffy winner was the one who missed qualifying, so he's on a stock step. Oh, Kajas, you need to be careful with that sort of driving, mate. You can easily just smash a guy up by doing something like that, and that is something you don't really want to do. Although it's looking like Kajas is letting people through for some reason. So maybe he's got a slight damage, or maybe he just doesn't want to fight and he wants to score points. Who knows? It's one of them strange things in Formula 1. He looks unstable, that's for sure. Have a look. Pos actually looks like he's made ground on Forrester. So here we go. And of course Forrester looks like he's started to reel in Dragoon now. Dragoon's tyres will start going off now. This is the point where it will go off. So will we have a 3-car battle for the lead? Doesn't look like it so far, but it looks like Poz, who's been harvesting a lot of the ERS recovery system, he's deploying it now. That's a full bar compared to Forrester, who's got about a quarter left of his. So Poz doing really well here, looking after his ERS. Living Opossum has pitted, and pitted onto a set of ultra soft tyres, interestingly enough. Unless he just wants to go to the end and stay out of trouble, I can fully understand that. But there we go, you've got the Red Bull of Tomster coming down with Geffen not that far behind. I'd imagine though, Opossum being on the ultra soft, he can just sort of run away from these guys, so hopefully he'll do it. Anyway, jump on board with the battle for second place at the minute. There's the lead! Oh, Forrester just went a bit too wide there, and it looked like he was going to career towards the wall. Oh, I get too excited too easily, but I don't care. I love this stuff. But here we go. Ferrari in the background, keeping them honest. Of course, PTR is still within about 5-6 seconds of the leader. So he's doing really well. There we go, Poz will deploy as much as he can now, trying to catch up with that. But of course, Forrester's within a second of Dragoon, so Forrester has got DRS as well. That will probably annoy Poz to high heaven. You know what, I need some lemonade. My throat is drying up. This is not... I've got to stop. I've got a lump in my throat already, and not for the good reason. Much better. So there we go, guys. The top three separated by 1.1 seconds. It's looking very tasty, this. I'll be very surprised if Dragoon continues for another lap. He's lost too much time now. Through no fault of his own, apart from doing extra laps in qualifying on those tyres. But that's the strategy he decided to do. So there we go. Dragoon, will he pit this lap? I'm really interested to know whether he does or not. PTR 1.2 seconds behind the Ferrari. Looks like he is making up ground on the Ferrari that's called La Ferrari. That's going to get really annoying really quickly. Does Dragoon pit? Yes, he does. Forrester takes over the lead of the Australian Grand Prix. Pot's right behind, so does that mean he still gets DRS this time? Is it double DRS? I can't quite remember. Guess we'll find out in a second. It is. Forrester still has the DRS open, so Poz now, it's up to you to try and make that move for the lead. Oh! Poz very confident under braking compared to the Sauber of Forrester. But there we go. The top two battling there. This is looking very tasty. Two guys who have had plenty of experience battling with each other. Don't worry, guys. I'm keeping an eye on up for any other battles. The closest battle at the minute looks like the battle for, well, now third. Fastest lap of the race by a Possum. 24.9. Not that bad. Oh, there we go. Poz trying to go for the move. Forrester defends really nicely. I can't believe I nearly missed it. Here we go. He's still got it. He knows that he won't have DRS this time. Forrester will have to defend for his life. Let's hope they don't crash out or anything. Here we go. Poz down the outside of Forrester. This looks like a really nice move. Right round the outside. Oh, what a move. Helped by DRS, of course. DRS put in that place for whatever reason. It's ridiculous, I know. But Poz now leads the Australian Grand Prix. And interestingly enough, Forrester pits after doing 6 laps on these Supersofts. Now, of course, I didn't see how many laps he did in qualifying, so that really surprises me. Yellow flag in sector 3, not quite sure why. There we go, PTR down the inside of the Ferrari. Of course, his tyres will be much fresher and will have much more grip than the Ferrari. PTR looking in a very, very strong position. Hopefully he doesn't make a dive bomb. He doesn't, which is good. Any other changes down the order? Forrester comes out behind Kajas. Interestingly enough, Dragoon, I failed to spot that, is on the soft tyre. Forrester is on the soft tyre. Will these guys try and go to the end on this race? I'm not quite sure how many laps these tyres will do. 17, 18 maybe? I mean, there is about 20 laps left, so it's pushing it. HRE, 3-second time penalty. He's down to 9th now. He's made a pit stop as well. He's only done 2 laps on them super softs. Here we go. Looks like PTR having to defend from the Ferrari. He's successfully done it this time. Interestingly enough, will Pos pit this lap? He's seen Forrester pit. Will he bite the bullet as well? He doesn't. Good man. Not following the trend. He's 5.5 seconds in front of PTR, who now has clear air in front of him. So it'll be interesting to see how quickly the Force India will catch him. Probably won't be that much. But this is what we have now. And let's have a look, see any other battles on track at the minute. LaFerrari still keeping in touch with the Force India. Not really challenging him, but he's being a nuisance. He's there. He's letting the Force India know that he's there. Any mistake that you make, my friend, and your second place is mine. Yellow flag, sector 3. Why is there a yellow flag in sector 3? Quite sure, it's not telling me. But Kajas is in the pits, however. And away he goes. Dragoon looks like he's closing up on Whiffy. Whiffy winner in 4th place, doing an amazing job right now. The guy who didn't have, who missed quali by 30 seconds, started at the back of the grid, and now finds himself in 4th place due to strategies playing themselves out. He's doing his job. 8 laps on the super softs. He's staying out of trouble, and he's doing a great job. Okay, so already PTR has took half a second out of Posglad. This could be interesting. I want to know how long Pos plans on going for. I want to know how long PTR plans on going for. But I don't know. I'm sat here not knowing. I love it. I'll tell you one thing I love. King Chris, 8 laps on the Ultra Softs. Very, very interesting that he's pushing these tyres as far as he is. Surely he'll pit this lap though. 8 laps on them tyres. I'm right. He does pit. There we go. So, in he comes. I wonder what tyres he'll put on. Got HRE that will take the position back. I'm guessing a Possum will. His tyres will not exactly be looking good now. He's done 4 laps on them, so the life will start fading away from them. I don't know the strategy. I don't know why he's done what he's done, but that's kind of what we've been left with. Dragoon, 3 tenths behind Whiffy winner now. He looks to try and make the move on the Renault. The Renault, of course, done 9 laps on those tyres. Looks to go for the move. Whiffy winner defends very nicely, but is that the classic switchback by Dragoon? He's done it very nicely down the inside, and that position is indeed his. Why did it give me that camera angle? That looked like a bit of a corner cut. There we go. But like I say, Whiffy winner, just do your job, my friend. Do your job. You don't need to battle with someone who is not in your race, unfortunately. At the minute, he's not in your race. For all I know, later on, he could be, but it's just one of them things. So, Dragoon takes over, 4th place. Look at PTR now, 4.8 seconds. That Ferrari is still harassing him. I'm kind of liking this. Oh, back end steps out though for PTR. Maybe his grip is starting to fade, and the Ferrari is looking to make a move. He's probably put it into Rich and turned up the ESR? I apologise. ERS. Any other battles going down the track at the minute? Nope. Whiffy winner though, 1.5 seconds behind Dragoon. Gethin is 1.8 seconds behind Tomster. But the battle at the minute is for 2nd place between LaFerrari and PTR. Really surprised that LaFerrari hasn't dropped off. I would have expected him to at least be about 2 seconds behind him now due to the lack of grip and whatever. Clearly, the Super Softs ain't dying as much as I thought they would. You can see that he's struggling though through the corners. You can see that he's going slow in, slow out. He's looking after him very well. That is a sign you can tell that someone's on a mission to look after their tyres. It looks really smooth to watch. It actually does, and I quite like it. any other battles at the minute, none whatsoever. The gap is a second though now to LaFerrari. Forrester, oh that's huge! Forrester, 3-second time penalty. That's huge for the battle for the lead. Dragoon is about 2.5 seconds ahead of Forrester on track, but Forrester has got Whiffy Winner in the way. LaFerrari pits, there is Dragoon, there is Whiffy Winner, and there is the Sauber. Posglad continues, he's got a 4.5 second lead. Of course, let's not forget, so LaFerrari does go onto the soft tyres, but he's going to have a bit of advantage though. He's on much fresher soft tyres now compared to these guys who've been on their laps, well their tyres now for 4 to 5 laps, so I mean they'll have the initial grip to begin with, but the later we get into this race, that's when the game will change, and this is working really well for Mr. Posglad at the minute, who is leading quite comfortably by 4.2 seconds. I mean, yes, he hasn't done his pit stop, so he is going to drop behind, he is going to have to make his way through the field, and Forrester behind Whiffy Winner. Now, will Whiffy Winner put up a fight, or will he just let him go? Let's find out. Okay, so Forrester slingshot around that corner. Will he make a dive? No. He'll be very smart about it. Whiffy Winner does look like he's defending, but he hasn't got the grip to get the... Oh no, they go side by side through this section of the track. It's definitely one part of the circuit I don't really want to be side by side with another driver. Forrester backs out wisely, knowing there's not much point in it at this point when there's a race win at stake here. He needs to clear him though, because Dragoon is just up the road and he doesn't want him getting too far ahead. Forrester, oh, he doesn't quite do it this time, but Whiffy Winner doing really well. And Posglad's in the pits. This is interesting. I'm guessing he will put on the soft tyres and he will go to the end of the race. Question is, oh, Whiffy's got wide, and there he goes, he's through, and Whiffy pits, and Gethin gets a 3-second time penalty as well, guys. Now, PTR takes the lead on 12-lap old tyres. He's 10 seconds in front of Dragoon. Now, question is, where will Pos figure out? He's got a nice clean track in front of him, and it's game on for him now. He's got a 6-second gap to make up on Forrester. Well, okay, I say that, it jumps up to 6.8. Never mind, it's more of a 7-second gap now. But there we go. Hopefully he doesn't bin it or anything now. We've got Tomster, who takes position away from Whiffy Winner. We've got Geffen, who takes a position away from Whiffy Winner. We've got Whiffy Winner, who has not taken a position away from Whiffy Winner, because he is indeed Whiffy Winner, and he is out on track now, the man. Him and Livid Opossum's pitted as well. Unfortunately found himself at the back of the field, but he's on soft tyres, he's going to the end. He could still score points, there could still be accidents in this race. That will be interesting to see what's interesting. I understand, Scott, mate, and I'm so sorry that that happened to you. I'm so sorry, I get it. Oh, King Chris, 3-second time penalty for his troubles. There we go. Whiffy 1.7 behind Gethin. Forrester 1.7 behind Dragoon. He's got about his job quite nicely and looking like he wants that position. And it looks like he's got the out-and-out pace over Dragoon at this minute in time. However, something I want to check. Yep. Dragoon is harvesting. Pos is pushing. And LaFerrari, oh my god, LaFerrari's actually not that far behind. This could be really interesting. The top 5 could be really interesting here, because obviously PTR is going to go onto a softer compounder tyre, so he's going to be quick by the end of this race, and it's going to be really interesting to see how this pans out. Oh my god. It's just a race. It's one of them season openers you just want to forget, Scott. But like I say, there's 20 other races of this campaign, so like I say, you may have not had the best start, but there's plenty of time to pull it back, mate, and I have no doubt that you will. Forrester 1.5 seconds behind Dragoon. What else do we have? We have Whiffy, who's 1.1 seconds behind Gethin. He's definitely catching him. He's definitely catching him on much fresher soft tyres, so shouldn't really be a surprise, really. PTR does continue for another lap though. The gap down to 9.4 seconds. I tell you what, he's not losing as much time as I thought, and this is helping him so much. I really hope he has a good end to this Grand Prix. I really do. I want to see him come through the field. I want to see him catch up with these guys. And that did not look nice. That did not look nice. I don't know what happened there. Why did that happen? Anyway, oh, Ferrari's out! Oh, no! Oh, he's binned it coming out of turn 1 and 2. And, oh, that's horrible. One of the guys who could have been in contention for the win here today has gone. He's dead. He's binned it. And with the winner has got himself a 3-second time penalty. Unfortunate there, my friend. But these things happen in Formula 1, especially on a street circuit like Albert Park here in Melbourne. Out goes LaFerrari. Second retirement of the race after Scotty retired on the very first lap. So to be fair, we're doing all right for cars at the minute. Living Opossum moves up to 11th place, only 1 point, 1 place outside the points. If someone bins it, he could score a point. And Forrester passes Dragoon. It was coming. And I expect PTR to pit this lap now because he knows that Forrester's going to hunt him down very quickly. I'm very surprised that Dragoon is harvesting this early. He's going to lose time, he's going to lose pace, and I don't quite understand why he's doing this. It's alright, LaFerrari, mate. These things happen. It's Formula 1. You make mistakes. Just don't do a Mika Hakkinen and cry in the trees. Please, I beg you. Let's have a look, see any other battles on track at the minute. Dragoon 3 attempts behind Forrester, looking to get that position back. Can he? That is the question here. Withy winner right behind Gethin. He's within DRS range. Gethin locking up again. That is enough to put a driver off. It would put me off, I know that. Let's have a look. Dragoon half a second behind Forrester now. You would keep your engine up now and just push as hard as you can. If you haven't got the fuel though, there's nothing you can do. Let's have a look. It looks like King Chris has actually fallen. Oh no, Withy Winner's actually fallen back a bit from Gethin, so that's sort of interesting. But we'll jump back on board with Dragoon, who's still half a second, but pause. 3.7 seconds behind. So this is an interesting fact as well. Pons was 7 seconds behind basically when he pitted. He's now 3.4. And PTR does pit the very same lap after Forrester gains that clear air that he needed. He'll have to take his supers off 13 laps. It's doable. Make no mistake about that. But all Pulse has to do is just maintain it, and those two really do cut the corner there. Whereas HRE's coming down the straight now. Will he get in front of PTR? That will really, really not be what he needs. Nope, PTR clearly out in front and has the gap that he needs. He has the freshness of the tyres. He needs to get them heated up, and then he needs to chase after the guys in front. And he has been pushing. You can see with the ERS bar that it is quite low, so he was pushing. Just clearly he felt like he couldn't push anymore. Dragoon, 7 attempts. We've got the battle for the lead now. Can Dragoon stay within a second and keep Forrester on his toes, or will Forrester just pull away and score 25 points in this season opener? Who knows? I don't. Do you? Of course, nothing will ever take away the the very first win around this Grand Prix circuit in 1996, which was won by a certain Damon Hill. He was not like any favouritism is being put through your ears here, guys, but he was my favourite driver growing up, so the fact that he won this circuit and he was the first driver to win at this circuit will always be a highlight of my life. There we go. Look at that Dragoon now. 4 attempts behind Forrester. He has gained on him. Don't give me this bloody camera angle, for God's sake, man. I want to see the car in front. Keep an eye on it if it's going behind. Not any closer battles at minutes, so stay on it. Double helping of DRS for Dragoon as Forrester tries to break the toe. Makes sense. But Dragoon is now pushing. You can see that he's done harvesting. He's pushed as far as he can. Forrester, oh, he's got even less, interestingly enough. any of the battles. Gethin looks like he's within 1.1 seconds of Tomster. Tomster's been very quiet in this race, surprisingly. I really thought he'd make a push for the front runners, but not quite, for whatever reason. Interesting. And Paul's 2.2 seconds behind now. He's catching these guys bit by bit, lap by lap. PTR needs to do more if he's going to catch these guys, though, as he left it too long, possibly. But he had to in order to make the one-stop work. But saying that, I mean, I don't think pause will be an issue for him. But the guys like Forrester and Dragoon, whose tyres are going to drop off in about 3 to 4 laps times. Much more than pause and PTRs anyway. And the end of this race is going to be absolutely mecca. Mega, not Mecca, that's bingo. Anyway, that Toro Rosso still looking as menacing as ever in the mirrors of Forrester. Forrester has been known to crash it on the odd occasion, and being under pressure from Dragoon, who, to be fair, also has a reputation from crashing it in really good positions as well. But also, he has a really good reputation of making impossible moves, like a certain Silverstone incident where he, in pouring rain conditions, he basically went right round the outside of his teammate, who coincidentally that day were driving Saubers. So he must have very fond memories of that car that's in front of him at the minute. And pause 2 seconds behind. Come on, make this a free car battle for the lead. Any other battles? We've got Whiffy, who is... Oh, Forrester, another 3-second time penalty. That's 6 seconds for Forrester now. So, at this rate, he would be third. Crash in sector 1, yellow flags. What's going on? That's a Williams of Opossum, and he's gone. Opossum out of the race, and that looked like it was deliberate. I could be wrong, but it really did. So we need to keep an eye on that. Whiffy winner. Looks like he gave up. Opossum out of the race. So basically, within 4 laps time, basically, if no one else retires, if you retire, sorry, after 5 laps, you score points. PTR, fastest lap of the race, 124.7. Look at that, though. Dragoon all over the back of Forrester now. Oh, why would my throat dry up now when it's... When it's like this, damn it. And Paul's right there as well. Dragoon must be frustrated. He knows he's got the pace. He's being held up now by Forrester. And Paul's is there thinking, I've got the tyres on these guys. But when it becomes a free car battle, that's when mistakes can be made. And I can see Whiffy Winner there as well. 7th place right behind Geffen. He really wants to make the move, and Whiffy Winner gets yet another penalty. He needs to calm it down. Otherwise, you just get penalty after penalty after penalty. You've just got to have the right amount of, like, when you turn into a corner and you come out of it, you just can't ride the curbs as much. But you can see Geffen all the time. He's snatching the brake here and there, and he's ruining his tyres. At least that's something to know about if I ever get promoted into GP2. Anyway, like I said, Forrester now has Pos Glad to deal with as well. All cars separated by a second. The top 3 are anyway. Oh, unlucky. HRE on ultra soft tyres. Instead, Leopold's, look at that. He has the grip tyres, he has the braking right as well, and you can see that as he went really close to Dragoon there. But here we go, the top 3 who have been really close together throughout this whole race, and now together once again with 8 laps remaining. What is going to happen in this race? And I don't know, PTR is too far back. You need to push, pal. You need to push. I want a 4-car battle. I want more. Here we go. What's going to happen now as Dragoon? We're going to stay on board with Dragoon. He's the car in the middle of this sandwich. So here we go. Gethin, 3-second time penalty. Whiffy Winner looks like he's ahead, actually. Gethin's lost a couple of positions, actually. He's lost to King Chris. Gethin's pitted, actually. That would be why. And there we go. Is that move being made? No, it's not quite. Forrester hangs on. Why would there be other battles on track now? Seriously, oh, that's really deep there from Dragoon. Pos is going to get a super run at him, coming out of the final corner. He's got all the ERS in the world. Dragoon goes defensive. Will he hold on? Oh, let's find out now. Oh, right round the outside. Really nicely done by Posglad, but Dragoon will surely come right back at him with the DRS now. Will he slide one up the inside? I sincerely hope he doesn't. This has been a really good race so far, and he does not. The battle for first continues. Forrester, 6/10 of a second ahead of Posglad now. He's cleared Dragoon. Can he clear Forrester just as quick? I'd imagine Forrester will probably defend a little bit more harder than Dragoon, but to be fair, when someone's got DRS on you, you're going down a straight, there's not really much you can do. So here we go. Let's jump on board with Posglad now as he lines up his next victim, surely. PTR, 6.8 seconds behind Dragoon. There is time for him to get on the podium, and I sincerely hope he does. Forrester, that looked like a bit difficult, I am not going to lie, but there we go. Pos has DRS. Will he try and make the move? Forrester has gone defensive to break the toe. It's going to slow him on the way out, and there we go. What a nice switch back there by Pos, but Forrester puts his car in the middle of the track, basically stopping Pos from doing anything, and there he goes. So he just needs to not slam into the back of him, please. There we go. Oh, Pos put the power down. You can tell he wants this. He wants this so bad. Forrester goes defensive. Don't give me that damn camera angle. And we go towards turn one. And he makes the exact same move that he made on Dragoon. And Posglad leads the Australian Grand Prix from Forrester, who incidentally got another penalty. So that's kind of like 9 seconds for him now. And let's not take that away from him. He's still on course at the minute for a second place, but PTR 5 seconds behind Dragoon. That is the next battle to come up, I reckon, because King Chris is 4.1 behind Whiffy. Whiffy Winner is doing an amazing job. I'm sorry. I will go on. I'll announce this in a few laps' time, actually, when it's a bit more closer to the end. But Pos leads. Geffin gets the fastest lap of the race on a 1:23.4. Very nicely done there, son. Forrester second, Dragoon third, PTR fourth. Come on, son, just get involved, please. A Whiffy Winner doing a very solid job in fifth. King Chris sixth, HRE seventh, Geffin eighth, Tomster ninth, and we've got Kajas down in 10th, who's, like I say, doing what he needs to do. He's on 14 lap old softs, who will probably pit very soon and put on another set of ultra softs, just so you can make it to the end of the Grand Prix, pal. That's all you need to do. Just get to the end of the race, score some points. How about that then, for chips? Forrester, still within a DRS range of Posglad. He's not exactly going to let him go, but Pos does have the tyre advantage due to freshness. 16 laps on these soft tyres, Forrester will definitely be struggling for grip, just as Dragoon will be. And Dragoon's probably a little bit worse, not much, due to having a lap worth, well, basically a lap's older tyre than Forrester. I eventually got my words out, well done Rara. And PTR still not doing a good enough job in catching these guys though. He needs to do it, he needs to be quicker, but it's just not happening yet, and he's got 5 laps to do it. I mean, at the minute, he's going to be on the podium due to Forrester's penalties. But I want an on-track battle. Is that too much to ask? I don't think so. I tell you what though, I've been given a fucking brilliant Grand Prix to commentate on, with a great battle between these guys. And like I say, it's just been great to watch. Although I think due to I think Forrester was duped into pitting due to Dragoon pitting on the ultra softs. But there again, I can't remember how many laps Forrester did in Q2 on the super softs that he had. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just one of them things. Dragoon, though, however, looks like he's really interested once again and could be lining up Forrester. The fight for second on track is on. There we go, PTR in the distance there, but he's 6.1 seconds behind. Looks like he's actually falling back, which is annoying. Geffin with another 3-second time penalty. Oh, Forrester's gone wide. He outbroke him. Got really posh there. He outbroke himself, and that's given Dragoon a massive run at him. But of course, through this section of the track. There's not really that many places to pass. Forrester still not harvesting as much not ESO, ERS, ERS, just call it ERS. There we go, that's a lot better. Right, like I said, Dragoon has a lot more ERS than Forrester, and he'll deploy it now. And Kajas gets a 5-second stop-go penalty for speeding in the pit lane. To be fair, he's racing against no one, so he's fine with that. But he'll put on the ultra softs and probably go for the fastest lap, I reckon. Could do it. There's nothing stopping him. Here we go. Got Dragoon in third. Can he line up Forrester? Does he have the grip in those tyres to mount another challenge on the guy he's been racing with hard already? So guys, if this is what we have in store for this entire season, then you are in for a treat, my friends. And like I say, guys, if you liked what you've seen so far, do hit that follow button because, well, to be fair, I'm hoping to do this quite regularly. And like I say, you can obviously tell how excited I get from league racing. So there we go. Hopefully as well, we've got the GP1 division launching on Sunday night at 8:30. Not quite sure who's actually streaming it yet, so unfortunately I would... Oh, Geffen's gone! He's dead! Oh, he's binned it! Oh, that's horrible! That's a horrible place to bin it! Deary me, that's not what you want. That's really not what you want. But it is after lap 25, so he probably will score a point, actually. So that'll be rather interesting to see whether, I mean, we'll talk about that behind the scenes later on to see whether that will be indeed the case. But yes, Sunday night, I'm hoping it'll be Posglad. So if you do want to watch GP1 Division on Sunday, it'll be 8:30 GMT, so British time. Go to www.twitch.tv/Positively Glad. All one word, no places or anything like that. Positively Glad. So drop him a follow as well. He streamed the GP. Oh god, my spectator menu's gone. He streamed the GP3 race as well, which I should have been in last night, but unfortunately I was cut off from the internet and I had no way to race. So yeah, a bit gutted, but there we go. We've got China. Oh, not China. We've got Bahrain next in the under the night sky of the desert. So that will be another exciting race to look forward to next week. Not quite sure if I'll be doing this one next week regarding the commentary on this division. Might be. You never know. I can't remember what shift I'm on at work. So there we go. Right. So that's enough babbling now. Let's have a look and see what everyone's doing. PTR 5 seconds behind Dragoon. Dragoon has fallen way off Forrester now. Maybe just harvesting hers now to mount a challenge later on. He's fallen 3 seconds back actually. Forrester 2.7 seconds ahead. So what would the gap be to Forrester and PTR? He needs 9 seconds. It's about 7. It's about 8 seconds. So at the minute, PTR is still getting on the podium. He just needs to gain that little bit more. Just keep gaining. It's what you need to do. But this man, who basically, all he had to do was just drag out his strategy as much as he did. And he did. He stretched it out to about lap 11 and then, or lap 12 or something like that, and then pitted for the soft tyres on much fresher softs. He's just done what he had to do. Gradually closed in on Forrester and Dragoon. Made lovely moves round the outside of turn 1. And he's getting his just rewards. And like I say, Forrester, he'd be disappointed that after jumping Paul's, because don't forget, it was basically at the start of the race, it was Dragoon first, Paul's second. Oh, there's been an accident in sector 1 and 2. Who is it? Oh no, that was wing damage on the McLaren of Kajas. Hopefully he'll get out the way of Pos, because I think Pos is coming up behind him. Yes, he does. Nicely done. There we go. Gets out of his way quite nicely. That's fine. Speed up now. We don't want to call out a VSC or anything. That's not what we want to see. We do not want this race interrupted at all. Kajas just wants to kill it to the end, and he's just staying out of each other's way, just like, come on, guys. Come on. And there we go. Oh, dearie me. Never seen an F1 car turn that quick. Bloody hell. Got some. I may have found my calling. Cheers, Jehovah. I have not seen you in a while. I hope you're well. Hey, you know what? If I ever get a job as a commentator, I would be absolutely brilliant. Football, F1, you know, just give me the job. Just give me the job. I love it. Here we go, guys. We're on the final lap. And it's Mr. Posglad, who's done an amazing job. Like I say, I've already discussed with you how he got into first place. But he's just been awesome. He really has. Forrester, 3.6 seconds by Dragoon, who's just dropped off completely, which is not good. And to be honest, I think PTR may still just sneak on the podium. At the minute, I think Forrester is still in danger of not being on the podium, which will be a shame because he's driven such a good race. But as I said before, pole, it was Dragoon. Second was Pos. Third was Forrester. And Forrester actually jumped Pos into turn 1, but they were on super softs. Dragoon was on ultra soft, so he pitted quite early on lap 6. However, on lap 7, Forrester on super softs. Like I said, I don't know how many laps he did on them in Q2, so he could have done about 3 laps on them for all I know. But he pitted the lap after. Pos inherited the lead, continued, and basically went to about lap 13. He put on the soft tyres, caught Forrester and Dragoon up, who were too busy battling themselves, passed them both, and basically that has been the story of the last half of this race. But Pos takes round the final corner and he crosses the line to win the Australian Grand Prix in GP2 in RRF1. He'll be absolutely ecstatic after all the hardships that he's been through recently. Absolutely amazing. PTR, now that's the question, does he get on the podium as well? Does he? Does he? Yes, he does. On the podium. Unlucky for Forrester. So 2 tenths it was in the end. How did Pete manage that? Oh, and Forrester must be absolutely gutted. Not many people around him got penalties. It's such a shame. It really is. King Chris scoring points in 6th place for Haas. So good points here for Haas today. Tomster coming down in 7th place. Now there he goes across the line. We got HRE. Like I say, controversy in qualifying. And Kajas comes through for 9th. And there we go, guys. That is this Grand Prix. So, anyway, let's invite these guys into the party and let's give them a bit of an interview. So, okay, so PTR, invite to party. We've got Dragoon, invite to party, and we've got Pos, invite to party. There we go. Anyone else joining so far? Not yet. Well, there you go, guys. Don't forget to include your audio, guys, so you can so the world can hear your lovely voices and whatnot. Basically, just go into party, mate, and it will give you. There'll be a little square above, and you should just hit the tick button if it's there. Interesting. I've no idea why, but there we go. All right, so. All right. Anyone in the stream? Can you hear the other guys talking? It's not. How do I do that? Party controls? Or is it party overlay or? How do I? What on the app? Right, okay, sorted. It's sorted. We're done. Okay, right, guys. So we've got in the press conference, we've got your race winners here today. We've got Mr. Posglad, SF1 Dragoon, and PTR. So we'll start off with the race winner, Pos. Absolutely amazing race today. Actually, you know what? Amazing race from everyone. They did an amazing job here today. But race winner, Posglad, tell me about your race, and it's lovely to have you here.
fucking get in there. Yeah, right. Okay, now that's done. Race was weird. See, Gethin was lagging a bit at the start. Let me just turn this volume down because I can hear myself, which is quite annoying. Gethin was lagging quite a bit at the start. I don't know what happened behind us, but Forrester had probably the best start I've ever seen on an F1 game. Shot from first to second.
I saw. I saw, but yeah, I noticed Geffen was lagging quite a bit in qualifying, and I had a feeling that he was he was going to have a bit of a pile up around him. So, unfortunately, that proved to be the case. But anyway, like I say, your race, you didn't get off to the best of starts. Forrester jumped you, but you stayed calm, and you must have been surprised when you saw Forrester pit as early as he did. Talk us on your thoughts through that.
Of course, again, I'll even tell you why. We were rolling pie.
Okay,
basically, he ran. You know, at the beginning of sector 3, he hit the grass and skidded, and he killed his tyres there and then. That was his pushover. For myself personally, I've not had this much pace in this game. Flat. I've never been that quick before.
I was going to say, I've not seen you this competitive since the dark days, but carry on.
But yeah, I just had pace from nowhere. I think the thing that did it for Dragoon was, as you'll probably find out, great drive by him, by the way. But yeah, I just want to interrupt and give a shout out for my daughter. I did this for my daughter, and I also did it for Peter Kitty, but I'll let him shout his own boy out. He's on the podium, he can do his own fucking thing. but yeah, man. I don't know. Like, you guys have never.
Well, like I say, my man, you have taken the first Grand Prix victory in GP2 for RRF1. Like I say, you'll be forever put in history for that. You're the first man to win in that division, so congratulations on that. How do you feel?
Overwhelmed.
All right, moving on to second place, Dragoon. Dragoon, absolutely amazing qualifying, my friend. You did an amazing job. I was actually shocked to see how quick you were. However, I did notice in Q2 you kind of shot yourself in the foot a bit by doing a couple laps on them ultras, which sort of destroyed your strategy, really, I thought. But anyway, like I said, you got off to a really good start. You had about a 2-second lead at one point, and like I said, you were doing really well. So, you know what? Tell me about your race.
Well, handshakes to the other two, Tom and Pete. Well done. It's all about practice, mate. I stopped doing TT and I started doing Grand Prix races, and that's helped in a lot. And to think I was in A&E this morning at 10:30, like fucking drugged up on tramadol, and not even gonna start this race tonight, and then to get pole on these tyres, yeah, they were the wrong tyres, mate, but the one stop helped.
Well, like I said, I wouldn't say they were the wrong tyres. I think they were just dead.
No, they were
by
the
the
wrong
time
tyres.
You got into the race.
Even Post during the party said, "How the fuck are you lasting these tyres out?"
But like I say, man, considering everything you've gone through today, you know, absolutely amazing job that you're even here. So the fact that you got a podium as well in the first GP2 race of the season, just absolutely amazing job. You had a nice little battle with Forrester as well. I was quite enjoying keeping tabs on that. Tell us your thoughts on that little duel.
It's a good drive by him. Obviously, I done the undercut and managed to get past him in the first stint. I was keeping tabs on his penalties, asking Jeff how many penalties he got, and it's growing. I think it got up to 9, but also I was looking back on Pete as well.
Yeah, he ended up with he ended up getting 3 separate penalties.
Yeah, but I was managing the gap. I was managing the fuel and the ERS, so I didn't give too much time behind and in front. But I had to stay with, because I had a penalty myself, I had to stay within 6 seconds of him to get second.
Well, and like I said, I noticed that you dropped off the back of Forrester. Was that intentional?
It was intentional, yeah, because my tyres were probably up to 70%.
Okay, well, like I say, man, absolutely amazing job that you're even here. And well done on getting second place. We'll move on to third place driver now, PTR. Absolutely amazing job from, was it 5th or 6th on the grid, starting on the hardest compounder tyre as well. You managed to avoid any sort of incidents around you, so that definitely helped out your strategy. Tell us about your race.
As you say, I think it was made in the first corner. Gethin had a wee bit of lag, I think, and everybody was really, really slow. I just tried to brake and get my way through it, and after that it was just keeping it clean, keeping the soft tyres on. I thought I would have had a chance to come back at them boys at the end, but the super soft didn't last long enough for me, and they kind of went off. And I reckon I would have had pace for pole in qualifying, but I completely messed up my final run. I was about half a second up on what I had. It was just one of those things. But I'm happy. I would also just like to dedicate this podium to my baby boy born yesterday. I've no name for him yet, but it'll happen soon.
Fair play, mate.
And
You have to get a podium next week to
you have
to get a podium next week, don't you?
Well, maybe you could name him after a certain commentator who's allowing you on this podium today. Maybe call him Rara, you know. Anyway, but like I say, man, absolutely amazing job that you're on the podium. And like I say, man, thank you so much for getting this up and running. You've done such an amazing job considering what's been going around in your personal life as well.
It's been a pleasure. Just want to thank the admin, Paul, and yourself, and Lennon, everybody for even the non-admin who have been helping me behind the scenes. Thank you to everybody. Couldn't do it without you.
You're legends, man.
Indeed.
I want to thank Rara as well for this stream.
Special shout out to Forrester as well because he missed out on this podium by 0.2 of a second.
Oh,
I
know. I
was
was excited that it was a mix of emotions. I was excited that you got on the podium, but the fact that it was 2 attempts that separated you and Forrester from being on the podium was
I actually
insane.
thought I lost it in the last lap. I went off a wee bit. I actually said to pause in the party, I think I've lost this, and then it came back to me. Couldn't believe it. Unbelievable. Nothing in it.
But yeah, like I say, guys, that's it for this race. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Absolutely amazing job from everyone else. We'll be back here next week for Bahrain. God knows what's going to happen in that race under the desert sky. Well, the desert night sky, really. So we'll find out what happens there. We have Sunday's race, don't forget, at 8:30, where the big boys, the legendary boys in GP1, take on each other for the first time in this division. It'll be who's actually streaming that? Does anyone know?
Pause, I think.
Okay, in that case, good. Guys, if you want to watch that race, it'll be at 8:30 GMT, so go to www.twitch.tv/positivelyglad. It's all one word, should be easy to spell. So hopefully you'll be there to watch that race. It'll be absolutely legendary. I hope to see you here next week if I'm here. Take care, all the best, and thank you for joining in. All the best. Peace.